Not even Cat in a Hat. Well, anyway, I want to thank everyone for showing up, or because if you knew that I was speaking, you might have changed your mind. But thank you for being here. Now, as you can see here, the P.I.L.L method is all about helping you to save money on interest, understanding your money better, understanding how a loan actually works. Has anybody here actually had a class on how loans actually work or how mortgages work? Okay. All right. So a lot of us haven't had that. So now here's the thing. And there are a lot of mortgages in the room. A lot of mortgages in the room. So we go get a mortgage with absolutely no ammunition on our side. Don't you think you should know something about it? Okay. Well, here, Michael Rosenblum, son of Carrie Rosenblum. I met him and Beth when they were 23 years old. 6.5 years later, this house is paid to zero. And we did it without refinancing. Their mortgage payments stayed the same, and their monthly bills did not increase. And they have a great lifestyle. So we did it using computer-aided optimization. What does that mean? So everyone knows that you can pay extra on a mortgage, right? So if you put an extra amount down on your mortgage, how much interest did you just save? Does anybody know? Would you know?
Depends.
It depends on what?
Time of the year you pay on.
No, but I'm saying, can you calculate how much interest you just saved when you put down a particular amount of money on your mortgage? Can you calculate it?
You can, but most of us don't know.
Most of us don't know how. So here's the thing. If you don't know what you just saved, then how do you know you couldn't have done better? So by optimizing it, you can know that you can save the most amount of money possible. This is a proven technology that is the most powerful money management, wealth building, debt elimination system on the planet, because you can know exactly how to put down the money on a mortgage and your other debts. Here's an example. I just saw a thing on YouTube where they asked a financial expert, should we pay off our mortgage early? And the guy said, well, yeah, you should, but you should take care of those high interest credit cards first, right? And then the student loans, and then attack your low interest mortgage. Well, that's exactly the wrong advice. Here's why. I have a $250,000 mortgage at 4%, great rate, right? But I have 3 credit cards. $10,000 balance at 18%. Who wants that? Nobody. Well, here's the thing. The interest cost on each credit card is $150 each. Your interest cost that month on that $250,000 mortgage at 4% is $833. So why focus on getting rid of the credit cards when it's okay to send $833 to the mortgage every single month? Does that make financial sense? So it is very important to focus on interest cost instead of interest rate. This is what this program does. This is the future of home buying. If you focus there, you'll be able to live an enhanced lifestyle. You know, there are some people out there that are promoting you need to cut back on lifestyle. You need to cut back, eat beans and rice 3 times a week, drive a 10-year-old car, and not go out to eat, not do anything fun. Well, I'm telling you, can anybody lose weight if you're always hungry? Not gonna. Not gonna. So you're not gonna save money if you're not feeling, I'm working every day and I'm not having any fun. Not happening. Live an enhanced lifestyle. Now, can you get out of debt and build a large emergency fund all at the same time? You better believe you can, if you know what you're doing. Now, here we're talking about building equity at 5 times the regular rate. Now, even if you can build equity this fast, even in a declining market, you will always be able to sell your house because you're going to build more equity faster than you can lose it, even in a declining market. This is the program for you. We can do that by cutting your interest cost by 75%. Now, how can we do that? Well, the first thing we need to understand is that if you have a 4% loan, you're going to pay back 71% of what you borrowed in 30 years. Well, I certainly could cut out 71%. So I can show you how to cut that by 75% using this program. And now we focus on paying off your mortgage, student loans, and all of your other debt in less than a third of the time. How do we do that? Well, first of all, you understand how an amortization schedule actually works. When you understand it, then you can now see what your small amounts of money can do. So in my video online, you will see that you can actually put down, on the example that we used, put down $200 extra on your loan. That would save you about $1,000 in interest, okay? You want to give me that. Just nod your head yes. All right? Then if we keep cutting that in half and take it all the way down, you can save, by putting an extra penny on your mortgage, you can save 7 cents in interest. Well, if you can save with 1 penny, then what about 500 pennies? That would be $5. $5 extra on that mortgage would save you $35 in interest. So that next cup of coffee, it's not a $5 cup of coffee, it's a $35 cup of coffee. If you want to know how to save money in interest, call Don Daniel at the P.I.L.L Method Trust. We will help you to own your home, not a mortgage.